Well, hello. Don't just stand there looking gorgeous. The drinks don't cost much, but information's a bit pricier. Oh, it's the thought that counts, sweetie. But why don't you come back when you've got some real scratch? You're a doll. Fink's in the bathroom. Lucky man. Wish I had someone like you looking for me. Fink ran out on you? His shield shrugs off bullets like nothing, but it'll break into pieces if you punch it in the right spot. Bullets won't work on Fink's shield, Sugar. You gotta get in close and punch him. What the hell's going on out there? Sugar, once you get rid of Jack, you come on back to my place. The first round's on me. I've had just about enough of that handsome jackass, Sugar. Get rid of him, and you'll never pay for another drink again. Here, I got something for you. Jack killed Roland? Son of a bitch. He helped me take care of Mr. Shank, and unlike, well, damn near everyone around here, he always behaved like a gentleman. I don't know what to say. Damn it, am I crying? It's not much, but I hope it comes in handy. So, Sugar, you've reached my first circle of slaughter. If you're interested in blasting bandits and getting paid, have a chinwag with Fink. Ah, the Natural Selection Annex, as deadly as it is pungent. Talk to Captain Cabrera when you're ready to step into the ring. Made it to the robot slaughter, did ya? Talk to Innuendo Bot to get started. He's an old Hyperion loader I reprogrammed a while back. Pretty proud of how he turned out, if I do say so myself. Those bandits didn't stand a virgin's chance in the red light district. Go see Fink for your reward. Well done, Sugar. Since you survived, Captain Cabrera owes me some serious payment. By which I mean money. Sorry, it's hard to turn that sexy voice off. Way to scrap those bots, Sugar. Innuendo Bot should have your reward. Oh, sorry, I can't make it. Give Claptrap my love, though. My purely platonic love. Don't want him getting any ideas. Sorry, Sugar. Not enough cash. Careful, Sugar. That's strong stuff. Wow, you really know how to throw those back? Looks like you've had enough. Sorry, Sugar, but I'm cutting you off. Jack destroyed my Underdome after I dumped him, and now he wants to build his own arena just to rub it in my face. We're not gonna let that happen, Sugar. Get out to Opportunity and kill the construction foreman who's running the project. There's the foreman. Drop him for me, will ya? Oh, he dropped a key. Do a lady a favor and grab it. Every key fits in a lock, Sugar. Check the containers, see if that key opens one of them. Sounds like that key was just the right size. See if there's anything useful in there. If I know my explosives, and I'd like to think I do, you could use those charges to flood the construction site. If you'd blow up the nearby retaining wall and flood those pits, I'd be awful grateful. Ha! Haven't heard Jack that angry since I kicked his plastic surgeried ass to the curb. Come on back, Sugar. Nothing like a little vengeance to round out the day. Get away from the explosives, Sugar. They're gonna make a big boom. You want my camera, huh? You can borrow it on one condition. Anything you shoot better involve naked flesh or explosions. Bonus points for both. Oh, Mordecai, just put the bird away. Or actually, don't. Oh, shut that racket off, would you, Sugar? Mordecai plans on sucking down more rack ale, huh? Did the same thing after he and I split up, poor kid. Bring me the booze instead, and I'll give you my prized revolver, Ruby. Hey, until he set all those people on fire, Jack seemed like a pretty nice guy. It's not my fault Mordecai was more interested in plucking his bird's feathers than plucking my... Damn it, I'm so angry I can't even come up with a sexy innuendo! If you see Mordecai, let him know. 3 inches? Not average size. Not even close. No. Bring the booze to me instead of that alcoholic bird lover, and I'll give you Ruby. Here's Ruby. Treat her well. Hey there, Sugar. I see you found some fairly fleshy snapshots of me. If you give those to me instead of my third ex-husband, I'll make it worth your while. Feel free to take a peek, though. I sure don't mind. Thanks, Sugar. I've been meaning to upload these to the EchoNet. A gutter brother? Oh, yeah. One of them barged in here a couple hours ago, demanding safe haven. I told him I couldn't make any promises, and he got bitchy. I had to pull out Ruby and put a few rounds in him. His shield ate the first 2, but boy did he feel the last one. Nobody threatens me in my joint. Ellie, sweetheart, when are you gonna come back to Sanctuary? I know you're angry. I'm not going to apologize for what I said, but it's not safe out there. Both of those dumbass families think the other started their clan feud. Neither of them knows the war actually started thanks to a big misunderstanding regarding a bar tab and a stock car race. Long story. Maybe I'll tell you sometime. The point is, the truce between the Zaffords and the Hodunks can only last so long. Sooner or later, war will break out again, and you do not want to be in the middle of it. Trust me, Sugar. You don't have the constitution for it. But hey, if you'd prefer to live near a bunch of bandits who want you dead rather than stay with your mother, who, God forbid, wants you to care about your appearance, that's your decision to make. But it's the wrong one. Just come back, honey. You finished with that little something I asked you about? You still working on one of my jobs? How you doing with that job I sent you on? I've got just the thing for you. Hey, Sugar. I've got something for you. Want to help me out? Oh, sorry, sweetie. No work today. I don't have any work, but that doesn't mean you can't stay. No new jobs. Shame. I love to watch you work. Like what you see? You know, you're not like the others. I can throw out a saucy innuendo and an animal noise at these goons, and they're putty in my hands. But you? You're made of firmer stuff. Meow. I'm a bit tired, so just imagine I said something incredibly suggestive, will you? Take your time, Sugar. Honey, I've got all day. If you're not in the mood for a mission, you can always try out one of my slot machines. Oh, you sweet thing. Always love a good tip. You're gonna make me blush. Tiger growl. You keep that up, I might just have to pay you back somehow. Just when I thought you couldn't get any more attractive. Spending all that money on little old me? I'm flattered. I haven't seen someone throw that much money around since my last boyfriend. Hell, I'm all wet. I mean, I spilled a drink before you came in. Not 'cause you tipped me. Good God, I'm not that easy. Oh, you're making me as shy as a hooker in confession. I'm not a hooker, though. Don't go spreading that around. I'll be able to rebuild the Underdome in no time. You remind me of my last boyfriend. Think you met him. Name of Jack. Real charmer at first. Always opening doors for me, telling me I'm beautiful, shooting anyone in the face if they looked at me sideways. Of course, then he got clingy, and I dropped him like a bad habit, which, as it turns out, wasn't the best idea. One step closer to rebuilding the Underdome. Jack didn't take it too well when I kicked him to the curb. Way he figured it, if he couldn't have the thing he loved, neither could I. He sent his goons to burn the Underdome to the ground. I think he's planning to rebuild it in his own image. But he's missing the stuff that made it great. The flash, the pizzazz, the personality. And his tits aren't as nice. They say money can't buy you love, but it's a damn good replacement. Though Mordecai might disagree with that. Poor guy. I offered him a rack hive's worth of guns and cash for winning the top spot in my Underdome, but he never wanted any of it. If I had a nickel for every time he asked me to run away with him, well, I wouldn't need a tip jar, that's for sure. Thanks for the tips, Sugar. I think it's time your generosity was rewarded. I tell you, Sugar, the Resistance was desperate for someone like you. Roland's a real sweetheart, but everybody knows this city's just a skag leap away from getting torn apart by Hyperion or the bandits. We all thought we were safe in New Haven a few years back, but that didn't turn out so well. I appreciate it, darling. Business hasn't been so hot since Hyperion rolled into town. They talk big about cleaning up the wasteland and civilizing Pandora, but it really just comes down to two things: money and control. And Hyperion wants both. You met Ellie yet? Lovely girl. Hates my guts. I tried to explain to her there's no harm in putting just a little effort into your appearance. A little rouge here, some dieting there. Reasonable requests, I thought. But a few years of that were enough to make her move out to the dust. Said something about making her own way, that she didn't need Scooter or I. Kids, you know. Thanks. This place ain't doing great, but it's still doing better than most. Nothing dulls the pain of losing a war quite like a strong glass of rack ale. Appreciate it, Sugar. That reminds me of something Jimbo Hodunk told me right before me and the kids left his disgusting bandit clan forever. He said, I'll never forget that. You haven't met the Hodunks yet, have you? Bastards. Every one of them. They think just 'cause you're born into their stupid clan, you have to follow their rules. Date who they tell you to date. Murder who they tell you to murder. And, yuck, good Lord, I am so glad the kids and I left that stupid clan for... Oh, God, did I go back into the accent? Oh, no, oh, crap. Don't tell anybody. There was a time when I'd be out there on the front lines, fighting Jack's troops alongside you. Of course, that was 4 kids and God knows how many husbands ago. My reflexes aren't exactly what they used to be. How generous of you. Here, this is my favorite gun. You'll understand when you use it. Here, this isn't my favorite gun, but you might get some use out of it. Miss me, sugar? Thanks for the save, doll. So, you want what's in the vault, and given how tragically long it's been since I ran my own fighting ring, I want Torg's Coliseum for myself. I think it's time you and I became partners. With benefits. Head back to the main crater and we'll talk strategy. Hey, darling. Right now you're ranked 4th on the Torg leaderboard, but don't worry. There's nothing better than getting to 3rd. Base. It's a sex thing. The rank 3 badass is a cannibalistic roadhog named Motor Mama. You'll need to train a little before you take her on, but I've hired the best trainer in the business. Go meet her. Motor Mama's hiding out, just waiting for the other gladiators to kill each other off. Once you're done with your training, you'll be ready to lure her out. Don't get me wrong, sugar. I know you don't generally need the help of a trainer, but it'll go over great with the crowds. There's nothing the masses love more than a training sequence. Motor Mama loves talented drivers. If you can successfully make enough sweet-ass jumps before the time runs out, that cannibalistic witch might be impressed enough to fight you. All right, sugar. Looks like they call this one the death race. You've got to speed across the crater and kill a bunch of bikers along the way. If you do well, Motor Mama might lift her shirt for us. Metaphorically. I was hoping you'd choose this one, sugar. If you can fight off a few waves of bikers with nothing but a rocket launcher and exploding barrels, I'm sure Motor Mama will sit up and take notice. Don't let her voice throw you. Motor Mama is a stone-cold psychopath. I don't want to get too graphic, but let's just say she eats her own children. Be careful. Motor Mama loves vehicles. That's what attracted her to me in the first place. Oh, did I mention we dated for a while? Had to break it off when she devoured one of my other girlfriends alive. Nobody eats my lady friends but me. Oh, God. Too far. That was in bad taste. Vomited in my mouth a little bit. Sorry, the innuendo talk is a defense mechanism. Pleasure to be here, Torg. Simple, Torg. Motor Mama may have a chip on her shoulder and a gut full of baby flesh, but my Vault Hunter survived a run-in with handsome Jack himself. Don't I know it? Nobody fights stronger or lasts longer than my Vault Hunter. What'd I tell ya? Well said. Hey, sugar, come on back when you're done over there. Time to go for the number 2 ranking, sugar. I've tracked down the number 2 ranked fighter, name of Flyboy. Head to the forge and take him down. Flyboy's a spunky one. He just turned 16, so naturally he thinks he's invincible. You're gonna prove otherwise, sugar. What fundamentals? Eat lots of cookies? I guess, sure, whatever. The door's locked? Great. Torg security would probably have the keys. Get to the arena and steal them from the security box. You're near the security box. Open it and grab the keys to the forge. Great. Now you can get into the forge, take down Flyboy, and become the number 2 badass on the leaderboard. Flyboy may think he's defended, but I found 3 access points to his lair. Get to the battle board and blast your way through any of the access points, and you'll get your shot at Flyboy. Poor bastard has no idea what he's in for. Almost makes you feel bad. Almost. To translate from idiot, I think Flyboy's saying his men are gonna launch explosive barrels at you. If you can survive, though, you'll have opened a path to Flyboy's lair. Good luck, sugar. The path to Flyboy's lair is open. Get in there and bring the pain. Ladies and gents, we're nearly ready for Flyboy and the Vault Hunter to face off. Sorry, Torg, but I'm much better at doing the blow-by-blow commentaries for these fights. That is completely against the rules. I demand to know where the ref is. God damn it, Piston! You know you're not allowed to interfere with ranked matches! Once my Vault Hunter destroys your airship, they are gonna stomp your cheating ass into the dirt! You did great, Vault Hunter. Now get back here and we'll see about finishing Piston. Oh God, she's using her dressy voice. It's time to win this thing, kid. This is it. Piston is the only thing standing between you and a vault full of loot. You know what to do, sugar. Say, what are you planning to do with the arena once the tournament is over? Oh, sugar, I've got a much better idea. Piston, you cheating bastard! I tell you, Torg, this is a legendary battle between good and evil, between cowardice and heroism. Well put! The Badassosaurus has been destroyed! Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Vault Hunter! And that, boys and girls, is the story of how the Vault Hunter became the champion of Pandora. Because that never happened, Tina. Calm down, Torg. You've got other things to worry about, like giving me your arena so I don't tell your stockholders about this little tournament. Sugar, I think this is going to be the start of a beautiful relationship. I don't, Sugar. You just watch my Vault Hunter in the ring. You watch the way they turn die-hard badasses into tear-soaked cream puffs, and you tell me they're a coward. You want to know who the real coward is? A little scaredy cat named Piston. He's a cheat and a liar, and he better start being scared because my Vault Hunter, oh boy, they're coming for you. Bet on it, kids. By the end of this tournament, the Vault Hunter will spill Piston's blood. You ever heard of a guy named Captain Flint? He was, until he met the Vault Hunter. Sugar, my Vault Hunter has laughed at Handsome Jack, defeated the Bloodshots, killed Pyro Pete, and single-handedly defeated more of Pandora's horrors than everyone else in this tournament put together. If anybody has a chance of surviving this tournament, hell, of surviving life on this planet, it's them. You'd better believe it. I've got a message to the other gladiators in the tournament. Just one teeny tiny message. Motor Mama, Flyboy, Piston, if you have any desire to survive this tournament, you'll listen to my message very carefully. Run. Personally, I plan on getting back in the limelight. Open a new Underdome, hear the crowd screaming my name again. It'll be nice. They'll probably keep grabbing loot and killing stuff. You know, the usual. Tina, down! Tina! Just a trainer I hired, don't worry about her. Don't encourage her. So did you actually want to ask me the question, or... Motherfucker! Hey, Sugar. I did a few promo interviews to talk you up before your big fight with Piston, but it sounds like they went missing. Go find 'em, would you? You found all the interviews? Gorgeous. Just bring 'em back to me and I'll make sure they're broadcast all over the crater. Now that you've brought those interviews back, they should play over the crater loudspeakers every once in a while. Wait! Don't kill Hamhawk! I stretched the truth when I told Scooter he tried to cop a feel. Hamhawk's no angel, but I was drunk, and honestly, what happened was pretty consensual. Like 4 to 5 bases worth of consensual. So here's what I propose. You take out the other hitmen Scooter hired, and you let Hamhawk live. Sound good? Dang it, Vault Hunter! Sorry, Hamhawk. At least the Vault Hunter will make it quick. Thanks for helping me out, babe. Scooter means well, but he tends to overreact when he doesn't like my boyfriends. Come on back when you're ready. It's time for the other gladiators to get scared, Sugar. Scared of you. I stole some of the wanted posters printed about you Vault Hunters. Plaster them around the arena so the other gladiators know exactly what you're capable of. I'm not usually one for military men, but I gotta say, wow. Can you say Lady Boner? The crowd loves a man of mystery, and so do I, for that matter. Ah, the Gunzerker. Frightening yet hairy. You're all done, sweetheart. The gladiators in the arena ought to know who they're messing with now. Come on back. A picture's worth 1,000 words, or in your case, the word kill repeated 1,000 times. So it's hard to find and ultimately disappointing? Hey, adventurer, it's closing time, but these idiots can't take a hint. Could you throw 'em out for me? Don't be afraid to get rough. Thanks, Sugar. Fair warning. You call me wench, I shoot you in the kneecap. So this is the costume Tina wanted to put me in? Figures. Have a drink, gamble, or punch my more douchebaggy clientele until they explode. Up to you. Welcome to my tavern, you old sugar. So I'm in a world entirely of Tiny Tina's creation, huh? If it weren't for how great my rack looks, I'd say this might be what hell is like. Ellie gets to be the cool swordmaster, and I'm a tavern owner? Frickin' typecasting. Given the setting, I should probably have some fantasy-themed innuendos ready. Mind if I bounce them off you? I'd like to tame your dragon, if you know what I... Nope, this is awful. Totally forced. Pretend it never happened. Yeah, I'm looking pretty good. Hey, has Moxxi mentioned me? Wait, that made no sense. Everybody's thinking it, so I'll just say it. Tavern Moxxi Cosplay. Works for medieval fairs, conventions, or postmodern feminist rallies. Thanks again for taking care of those numbskulls. I left a gun for you kinda sorta nearby. Feel free to grab it, honey bear. Times are tough, Sugar. Ever since the sorcerer cast his Crumpocalypse spell, we've been running awful low on food. If you spot any crumpets, be a doll and grab 'em, would ya? I have 2 words for you. Magic slaughter! I've also got 24 more words for you. An old pal of mine named Murderlin the Wizard runs one of my circles of slaughter. Go find him if you're in the mood for orc killing.